Okay. So we've gotten into the Institute. We've got the Minutemen as our allies, and we're ready to beat the game. But we're not doing the Minutemen's ending. We're actually doing the Railroad's ending. So the first thing we're going to come over to this computer console. We're going to load our holotape. We're going to load our Institute relay targeting sequence. We're going to activate that. So once we do that, we're going to wait for Preston to show up. And Preston will actually give us a bomb. So we're just going to wait for Preston to come in. Don't try and force a conversation with Preston. Often it will just result in him asking you if you want him to follow you, and
They should have read.
just wait for him to talk to you. This is the bomb. This is what we need.
That on the reactor? Sure. Just make sure we give the civilians a chance to escape before we blow the place. We're not here to commit mass murder.
So we're gonna head down here. The first thing we're gonna want to do is we're gonna want to make a save at this door, and that's so that we can wrong warp back to the Institute at this level. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here, and we're gonna do that power armor clip again. I like to do it right underneath this camera. And I'll show you two different clips that we can do afterwards. So right underneath this camera, we're gonna jump down. I look at this platform, I wanna land on it. And this is what I do. I run and I jump. And I clip through this wall right here. So clipping through this wall right here will put you into Sean's room. I think this is the most consistent and fastest way to get in here. Once you get in here, you don't need the power armor anymore. Alternatively, I generally make a quick save here in case I miss the jump, but alternatively, if you miss the jump, don't have a save, or just don't like that strategy, there is a clip you can do over here. I find it super inconsistent. I can barely ever do it. You can clip through the wall here. Hold on. And let's see. Nope. How about now? Nope. This is one of the reasons why I don't do this clip. I don't like it. Oh, maybe? Okay. So you fall through the COC there, and there's a place where you can fall, which I did not get because I don't practice it because I don't like that. And you'll end up COC'd into Sean's room. So you'll fall out of bounds, but you'll end up in Sean's room actually, which didn't happen for me. So let me see if I can get through this wall. If your left arm is obstructed, generally your clip won't work, but I'm just going to give up on this. You can practice that if you'd like to. I just don't think it's very consistent, so I don't like to do it. You want to come about halfway up here. That's great. Clip through the wall. And we're in Sean's. We're in Sean's office. So once we get into Sean's office, we're going to head straight up here to his cabinet. We want his terminal password so that we can get into his terminal. And we need to turn off the security lockdown. So we're gonna turn off the security lockdown. Now the doors are open. So you can quickly just kind of jump down over here. And your goal is to get to advanced systems. So we'll head into advanced systems. So we're heading to their reactor to put that fusion core on it so that we can blow it up. I am taking a lot of damage. I I'm taking so much damage because after I bought all my gear, I never put any of it on. Okay, so we have our gear on now. That'll reduce the damage you take by a shitload. Come in here. Run up these stairs, head straight towards the core, and put the fusion pulse on it. Make a quick save, because we're going to wrong warp again, and wrong warp back up to that institute door that we saved at. So this one's going to be really easy to know if you get it. You're in power armor. If you get to the other side of this door and you are not in power armor, then you did the wrong warp. I didn't do it there. I can tell because I'm not hearing the reactor. But I like to do this door from this side. Again, it's a lot of trial and error, learning the timing of the doors, knowing when to push your quick save. So every door is slightly different, the timing is slightly different, and I like to go from old robotics into the Institute instead of from the Institute into old robotics. I find the timing easier. You can play around with it to find out which one you like more. But I don't have power armor on, so I know my wrong warp worked. So I'm going to head up here to the warp platform, and Desdemona is going to warp in.
Tom, can you hear me? We're done down here. Pull us back up.
So Desdemona warped in because I'm doing the railroad ending. And now what I have to do is I have to get to Tinker Tom. But Tinker Tom is in the railroad. So I made another quick save. And I'm going to load my railroad door. And I want to wrong warp now into the railroad because that's where Tinker Tom is going to be. So again, practice and timing. This is another door where I like to be on the opposite side. And I'm going to give it my best shot here. And I'm going to, now that I'm over here and have screwed up, I'm going to make a save because I like this side of the door more. And it's the same as all our other wrong warps. So we want to load our file just as our screen's about to go black. For this door, I use a bit of an audio and visual cue. So when the door is almost fully open and is about to start to close again, and just as the noise of the door is finishing. That was a little late. So if it's late, you'll just go into your area, and if it's early, you'll load your quick save. But let's just fight with this door for a minute here. Normally before I do a run, I get my quick saves a little warmed up, or my wrong warps. I go to all the doors that I'm going to have to wrong warp, and I do them a couple of times until they're fairly consistent. Because the timing, you know, it's a feeling that I use mostly. It's like I know when I've gone early, I know when I've gone late. But through practice, obviously, this can be fairly perfected. Okay, so now that I'm in the railroad, I can be on either side of the door, but because I have this large blue vagina on my screen, blue watermark, I know that the wrong warp has worked. Oh, I'm stuck. So I'm going to find Tinker Tom. He's generally over here. Sometimes he's
Oh,
sleeping.
man. You actually inside the institute?
But we're just gonna talk to Tinker.
Insane. You, just you.
All right, Tom.
So we'll talk
Fire
to
it
him.
up.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Mm-hmm. He's not my son, Tom.
Oh, look. Okay, you
Yes, absolutely. Let's get there.
don't have. No,
Sure.
Step into the relay. All right. So now that we have talked to Tinker Tom, we have to actually, the fastest way to get back is to wrong warp back to the Institute. So we're gonna make a quick save, and we're gonna warp. We're gonna use our old robotics because that's my preferred door of choice. These wrong warps are fairly hard to explain. Some of them have visual cues, and therefore I could tell you, you know, like this is your visual cue. Most of them are more of just a timing thing, and through practice you'll figure out the timing to it. That was too late, so I should show up on the other side of the door. Okay, that was too early. This is the last wrong warp. After we get this one, we're gonna head back towards the relay, and we have finished the game. So again, our indicator is no longer wearing power armor. If you already, or if your power armor is very low or something, instead of just turning around and going back and forth through the doors, you can just load the save over and over again. It takes about the same amount of time. But now that we're back in here, we're not wearing power armor. We know that our wrong warp worked, so we're gonna head towards the relay.
Let's get this done, General.
Just head inside and stop. And we're gonna get warped to the top of a building. The building that's actually just right beside Good Neighbor. And from here we can actually just trigger the device. That's the detonator. hopefully this has been, informative enough for everyone that they can just pick up the game and start speedrunning it. Good luck.